Good evening again on this beautiful October evening. I've chosen to do a lot of shows outside because the weather is just fabulous. It's beautiful. Today, I'm just introducing some of the ones you've seen before, some of my vintage G.I. Joes. These are the talking G.I. Joes. We have the Army Infantryman, we have the Air Force, we have the Marine, and the Navy sailor. They're pretty cool. They talk and they're awesome. And this is the military guard for the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. I was going through some history on World War I, World War II, and mainly a lot of the resting places for our fallen around the world. And going through the list, I started at Pearl Harbor, um, where we have a lot of our military buried, um, you know, uh, in the tomb of the USS Arizona. Uh, 1,102 souls are buried there. And we have Asnay, France, where they have 2,288 89 souls lost there, buried in Asnay, France. And in Tunisia, in North Africa, we have 2,841 souls buried there, the American soldiers. These are all the American soldiers that are buried, throughout um, the world, mainly from World War II up into most recent battles, Afghanistan and Iraq and so on. And and now we have Cambridge, England. There's 3,812 souls buried, along with a lot of our allies as well. And these are, like I said, just the American soldiers. And we have Saint Mahiel, France. We have 4,153 souls buried there. In Florence, Italy, we have 4,402 souls buried there. In Brittany, France, we have 4,410 souls buried there. In Luxembourg, we have 5,076 souls buried there. In Andernase, Belgium, we have 5,329 souls buried there as well. And in Epinal, France, we have 5,525 souls buried. In Wasnay, France, we have 6,012 souls buried there. In Sicily, in Italy, we have 7,861 souls buried there. And then you go to Henri Chapelle, France. We have 7,992 souls buried there. And in the Netherlands, we have 8,301 souls buried there. Normandy, we have in Normandy, France, of course, we have 9,387 souls buried there. In Lorraine, France, we have 10,489 souls buried there. Musée Argonne, France, we have 14,246 souls buried there. In Manila, in the Philippines, we have 16,636 souls buried there. In Arlington Cemetery in Virginia, in the U.S., we have 300,000 souls and counting buried at Arlington. today is a day, a sweet, but then again, a bittersweet day, a day of celebration and in its own right, a day of mourning for many, um, because today they have come home and are still coming home. And I'm talking about the October 7th, 2023 attack in Israel. And I was up last night and I was watching the footage of the 20 hostages being released and the overjoyed family and friends and the people of Israel. And um, as of about an hour ago, they were starting to bring in the remains of the fallen that they recovered, and they're on their way home. Or they're coming home, and I just pray that the Lord holds them and welcomes them, and the ones who have fallen to welcome them into His kingdom. I'm so happy that the president was able to do something that hasn't been done in, gosh, almost 3,000 years with the peace deal. A lot of people are, skeptical whether it's going to hold out or not. I don't know. I kind of have a good feeling about it. I don't think that the president would have taken that approach to go as far as to say that it's going to be a lasting peace. But, we don't know. We could only hope it is. And but what I want to do, let's see if last time I did the GI Joes, I was going to get them to talk. So let's see. Now this one's the Marine, and this is what he says. Let's see. Oh, where you at, man? Okay, here we go. Um, kind of hard to see. There it is. Hey, dude, I didn't want you to do a striptease, bro. Okay. Oh, all right, here we go. Let's see what he says.
Men, we attack at 0600.
This is the old style.
G.I. Joe, U.S. Marine Corps, reporting for duty.
There you go.
We must hold this position. Take it. Let's go, Leathernecks. Move up.
Had hours of fun with this.
Prepare wounded for helicopter pickup. Man the machine gun.
That's cool, man.
Paratroopers, look up. Geronimo. Enemy patrol sighted. Fix bayonets.
Pretty cool, huh?
Marines, hit the beach. Clear out that minefield.
And
Men, we attack at 0600.
yeah, he says about, I don't know, 12, 14 things.
G.I. Joe, U.S. Marine Corps, reporting for duty.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And now, we have the sailor, of course, and I have the talking astronaut. I should have brought him out too. Let's see. I'm gonna let you listen to. Now, this one was my favorite. My favorite was the Army man. This is the one I remember the most. This is the one I had when I was a kid, and I wore that the talking GI Joe out.
Position secured. Well done, men. G.I. Joe, U.S. Army, reporting for duty.
Yeah, this one was my favorite.
Take the Jeep and get some ammo. Fast. This is Charlie Company. Send reinforcements. Cover me. I'll get that machine gun. Take Hill 79. Move out. All units, commence firing. Medic, get that stretcher up here.
My favorite accessory set was the medic. Definitely the medic. Of all of the accessories for the GI Joe, I loved the medic kit with the stretcher and all that. It was so cool. I still have. I think I have two of them, and I have. I found it on sale at I might have been Big Lots or somewhere like that. They had the GI Joe Vietnam medic kit, and they were on sale for like I don't know $4.99, and I got a stack of them things.
Enemy planes! Hit the dirt! Halt! Who goes there? Advance and be recognized.
Now see that right there? That was added later on. When GI Joe first came out, he didn't say that.
Position secured. Well done, men.
And the I'm not going to bore you with it, but the sailor does the same thing, and he talks and says several things. Um, uh, let's see. Now I don't. Well, he says all kinds of cool things, and so does the talking Air Force pilot. They're just, they were my favorites were the talking GI Joes. I must admit, and like I said, the adventure team and all them. But you had hours of fun with this stuff, man. I mean, look at those outfits. Look at the detail. I mean, it's just great. It's they were like I said, they were more than just toys. Honestly, they were more than toys. What was funny about the GI Joes on one of the hands, um, the thumb was backwards, and a lot of we always used to wonder, uh, why is the thumb backwards? It's just the way they designed it. I don't know. It's just weird, but and it was like that on all of the GI Joes. They were they had on one hand, I believe it was the trigger hand. Um, the thumb is backwards. Yeah, it was the trigger hand, the right hand, and it was backwards. So I just wanted to show you these, and I've been to the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. It's very somber. I was there, and it was freezing out. But it's an amazing thing to see. If you ever get a chance to go to Washington D.C., you got to see the changing of the guards. It's definitely something you don't want to miss while you're there. Among many other gosh, there are so many things to see there. And now from what I'm hearing, it's pretty safe. When I was there though, some years ago, it was safe. I mean, but I heard that it got a lot worse. Cheers. Oh, and tonight I wanted to show you. I found my and it still smells great. When I worked Ozzy's tour years ago, he gave me a bottle of the cologne that he wore, and it's from a brand called Czech, like Czechoslovakia, Check and Speak, and it's the number 88. It smells really good. It kind of reminds me a lot of gray flannel, um, like a mixture between gray flannel and Halston Z14. More on the side of more closer to gray flannel, but it's a great scent. He also used to wear Irish tweed, um, and I'm sure you could still find it. Uh, as a matter of fact, I was going through, I was looking online for the On the Beach. It's a scent from Louis Vuitton, And I was looking at that, and I was kind of going through a few different manufacturers, and I saw that they had Irish tweed, and I was gonna pick some up, but I didn't do it yet. Maybe once the weather gets colder, I might order it and wear it because and the same thing with the number 88. It's more of a winter scent, like gray flannel or the Halston Z14. Irish tweed, number 88, all those are more of uh, a winter scent. On the beach, actually, it's a summer scent, but you could just as well wear it in the wintertime. Its scent is so diverse, and it's my my preferred scent of all the lines of the Louis Vuitton scents in my opinion. I'm not a master and professional or know it all in colognes and perfumes, and but I think the On the Beach by Louis Vuitton is really nice. And there's a few I've found through the years. I don't know who makes it, but it's James Bond. It's called James Bond cologne, and it's cool. The bottle that it comes in, it's like you got to do all this stuff just to open it. It's like a little gadget, and it's got a wonderful scent. It smells so good. And when Batman first came out, Batman had a scent, and it's really good. A lot of it I love. What's the one? Uh, by Dior, Sauvage. Sauvage is awesome. I had a friend of mine that worked for Cartier, and she used to make me uh, scents because that was her job, and she made me my own special scent. And I know part of what she used, among other things, the usual sandalwood and other stuff, but she also mixed a little of the La Panther, the Panther, Cartier La Panther. She would mix that with some other things and used to make it for me. She's not there anymore. She actually works for the Tourist Commission in London. And when I was there some years ago, um, I told her I was coming, and she had made me a special batch and gave it to me when I was over there, and I still have some, but I use it very sparingly. But what she did this time, she took some of the Sauvage, and she mixed it with some of the La Panthera and a few other things, and man, what a scent! And everyone asks, "What is that? What do what scent? What are you wearing?" And unless they go to her, you're not going to find it at all. But anyway, so I just wanted to get on here and show off some of these, and um, I just, I'm going through, and also, of course, that is not all that are buried, from World War II, of course. Um, Many of the Allies, many of the Axis, they have, buried various places, but um, a lot of the soldiers were buried in private cemeteries too, or it wasn't just these ones that I mentioned were more military cemeteries, and I don't know how you would have to qualify or if you would just request to be buried there. Some uh, you know didn't come back to the U.S. and were buried there, like in Normandy and you know in Italy and the Netherlands. They were buried there, and I don't know if they were if they had chose to be buried there, or whether it was military protocol that they were buried there, or maybe they couldn't transport him to be buried in the U.S. I don't know. I should have done more research to find out what the reason was. So anyway, so I just want to wish you a good night, and like I said, I'll be doing a few more, before Halloween. Uh, I'd like to, hopefully, on Halloween, I'd like to do a video of the things that are going on in the city where I am, and see what they got happening. Thought about going to New Orleans for Halloween, but it's still kind of, don't know if I'm going to do it yet. But if I do, I will take videos and post them, and so you can get to see them. So if you like my videos, hit please subscribe and hit like if you like it. If you don't, that's good too. It's not for everyone, I guess. So anyway, have a good evening.